here is what it looks like on top of the stadium. All right, guys, as you can see, I am in Kyiv, Ukraine, and I've actually been back for over 2 weeks now. And I've got to meet up with a lot of old friends, starting out with my friend Josephine Jackson, who you might recognize from one of the prior videos. But we're going to be meeting a lot of my old friends and familiar faces, so stay tuned. No alcohol. Oh my gosh. How do I get drunk? Oh, no percent. I see.
No.
I know. I understand. It's okay. All right. Well, she foiled my plans, but a little time to kill before I meet Josephine, so we'll drink my 0% alcohol. Honestly, it's not very good at all. The Baltica Zero is actually much better. Seth and Riley's. You guys suck. Well, guess who I'm meeting? A famous star. And look who we have. Super famous star of Ukraine. Getting recognized on the streets, guys. Wow.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I get recognized like once a day around here. So when they said, can I take a picture? I was actually looking at you and looking at me because I wasn't sure if you meant you or me.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it also happens with you?
Less often probably, but still happens, yeah.
Ukraine.
In Ukraine, but maybe like one time a day.
Ukrainians know you.
Yeah, thank you guys. We're gonna try to check out Mimosa, but we don't know if there's any seats. Maybe you ask because you're so famous.
Yeah, I will ask. What to ask?
Ask for a table, for seats.
We have the similar.
Okay, oh nice. Well, to my Czech friend, Smashnoho.
Smashnoho.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I see Kachka. Kachka! Ah! Alright, so we're walking down Krishnatic and we're gonna meet another friend who you guys have missed a lot.
Yeah.
Anchik. All the stores are still boarded up. So all these stores are still boarded up. But what's crazy is they're working.
Wow. Yeah. Really.
I didn't realize that. Actually, like a lot of them, their doors are open, even though it's completely boarded up outside. So a lot of the stores are open. There's some rich people back again. But this is my first time seeing a Lada on the street. How crazy is that?
But it was kind of hard.
So this is my favorite cafe, well, one of my favorites in all of Ukraine. I'm happy to see it's still working very well. Oh, check. Sir. Oh my god. Whoa. Nice. Why are you giving? Why? For what?
Because I don't know when I will see you again.
That's my birthday present.
No, it's just like souvenir.
Aw, dякую. You're so sweetie. And you also got one.
You know, I have something here.
Oh, show me, please. Oh.
It's when you find a really good guy. Okay, it's for some special night.
A really bad guy. Ann, I will open it on my birthday and I remember you.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
this is my present for you. I made it by myself.
Oh my god, you're amazing. I'm sure it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Cheers. So, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for coming. But more than me, let's drink for Ukraine. And peace. That's what makes me happy. Slava Ukraine.
Birthday to you.
Oh my god.
Happy Happy birthday, dear Johnny. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah, but here's the preview. But it's birthday gift. It's birthday. It's for birthday. It's for birthday. Because you would not be on my birthday, so. Yeah. And Chick is leaving us today. She's going back to Europe. She's going back to France. Why? Why are you leaving?
Because I don't feel safe here, you know.
Yeah.
So I decided to leave.
We understand. Putin, go fuck yourself. You're making all my friends leave. You're making Ukrainians feel unsafe. Stop this fucking war. Please. Пожалуйста. Girls, cheers to our last day of Kyiv. It's not normal lemonade, it's fancy.
Do you like it?
I like it, but it's not, I didn't expect it to be like with gas. You know, it's fine. So guys, we are gonna go to Milk Bar because all you need
It's me.
and Soom and some sugar. We missed it. Wow, it's open again. That's cool.
Wow. So
You didn't try it yet. Maybe it's not tasty.
I see. But it looks tasty.
What's this one?
I hate you guys.
Summer
Why are you ordering
cheesecake.
summer cheesecake?
Look how beautiful this is.
Just and you want? No, of course I don't want. I'm
And
not interested in it at all.
this is
Victoria's.
Victoria's Secret cake. Beautiful. Okay, which one should we try first?
Alcohol. Oh, I don't know. I think this one.
Okay.
But I'm waiting for coffee.
Oh. I will not wait for coffee.
Oh, I want to try first.
You can try.
Okay. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, come on.
Good?
No,
Try this one too.
really good. And you should try. So sweet, so juicy and dry.
That's strange. It's like red velvet or
Which one do you like?
this one?
This one?
So she takes it for herself. Also good, but this is better.
It was good.
It's hard to mess up cheesecake, right?
Yes, really. But I also like this one. You can feel that it's really, I don't know, fresh and nice.
And?
I'm not interested in this at all. So it's your last day in Ukraine.
I know. It's like going back. How about strawberry or fruit?
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Maybe dip it a little bit in the cream. Yeah, a little bit.
Strawberry is really tasty.
It's good.
Really?
And we guys, we are on top of Soom. One of the few rooftops. Cheers, my devushki, to reuniting in Kyiv and Anne's last day, sadly. Alright. And Chick, we'll miss you.
Yes, we will miss you.
Paka paka.
See you.
I'll see you in a few days. Ciao, ciao. I realized that since the war happened, when the war started. Anchik has been like this mysterious guest that just shows up randomly every 2 months into one of my episodes. So Anne just showed up randomly from Slovakia. What is Slovakia? What did you bring? Is a dog in there or what is it? A sleeping bag?
Sleeping bag.
Oh, you have a puppy. No, a cat.
A cat.
Who is it? From where?
Street cat.
It's your cat.
It's my cat.
Oh my.
It's snowing, Johnny.
How is it possible?
And we are going to take a bath.
Outside.
Outside.
And it's always she's there for a few days and she's gone again. So she's definitely a very independent woman who likes to travel. So I think her plans are to go back to France where her friend lives. And then she wants to maybe stay somewhere around there. Maybe the UK, maybe Ireland. She's scared. Like she says, you know, and rightly so. You know, she doesn't know what's going to happen with the war in Ukraine. The air raid sirens and the occasional missile attacks and the threat of Belarus coming and attacking, or you know, Putin going crazy and sending you know, more missiles or even some tactical nukes. It's scary. So I understand. I don't blame her for leaving, but it's also sad that we're gonna miss her. But as you can see, you know, Kyiv is relatively normal. People are out. Things are mostly open. So life goes on. So guys, I just went to Novus and I bought a bunch of groceries. But the most random thing I've ever bought is half a thing of bread. And it was such a weird story. I wanted to share this with you because it's kind of what daily life in Kyiv is like. There was this old babushka, like probably the oldest one I've seen in a long time, maybe like 90 years old, standing in front of the bread. And she was standing there for a long time. And she was trying to ask the staff something and they said no. And I asked her, like, you know, in my broken Russian, I said, like, you know, what do you need? And I couldn't understand her, so I used Google Translate. And she says, I want to buy half a loaf of bread. So I asked the staff, I said, can you please just sell her half a loaf of bread? And they said, no, like, you have to buy the whole loaf. And it's, bread in Ukraine is very cheap. It's 22 hryvnia, just less than $1, much less than $1. And I said, well, can you slice it? And I'll buy the other half. And they're like, no. And this is very unhelpful. So I said, okay, you know what? I'll buy the whole bread. I'll give her half. Can you just cut it in half for me? And they said no. So eventually, I bought it. I broke it in half. First, I tried to give her the whole bread, and she says, "No, I can't finish it. It's too much bread." And she's this very skinny old grandma. And I asked, like, you know, would you like any other groceries? You know, and she says, no, I just want bread. So I bought the bread, and I literally snapped it in half, and I put it in one of these little packets for vegetables. And I gave her the other half. I wish I spoke the language better. I wish I spoke Ukrainian or at least Russian better. Just be able to communicate. And it's like such a weird place to live, because I think in the U.S., I don't know. I mean, how would people react in your country if there was some old grandma standing in front of the bread aisle? I feel like store owners would be more helpful, but sometimes here they have their rules where they just can't break them. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys ever bought half a loaf of bread? By the way, there's guys cutting their hair outside here on the street. It's such a random place to be. Right in the city center. Guys, did I wake up in heaven? No. I'm in Buzata Hata. But it's close. Frank!
How are you?
We miss you! Come. McDonald's, when are you gonna come back? We miss you. Alright guys, I'm gonna use my first spray wash here in Ukraine. I'm trying to put $2 in, see what happens. So, I'm gonna go against this guy's advice. I'm gonna go first to warm water. My goal is I'm gonna do warm water And then I'm gonna run over here, do the foam, then do cold water, and then wax. So, ready? Let's go.
Feel like sun on my skin. This is love. I know it is. I know it sounds super cliche, but you make me feel some type of way. This is falling, falling in love. I got a lot on my mind, got some more on my plate. My baby got me looking forward to the end of the day. What you say? You and me, just forget about the past, throw it in the trash. What you say? You and me, live the life we never had, like we're never going back.
That's my $2. Okay, let's go. All right, so I ended up putting in another $2, and I mean, it's like good enough. I don't expect too much out of a, $4 coin operated car wash, but in general, it's okay because it's gonna rain in a few days anyways. I don't want to spend too much on the car wash, but what do you think? Good enough, right? Yeah, good enough. But for $4, it's not bad. In the US, this thing is like $8 at least for the same amount of mediocre washing. So we are driving around Reunited, the best district in all of Kyiv, as they say. Слышь, братиш, это самый лучший район, сука. That's crazy. Alright guys, so today I decided to take the car and drive over to the War Memorial. What's crazy is most war memorials happened for like World War II, which happened 70 years ago, plus 100 years ago. This has just been built. This is brand new. This is for the current war happening in Ukraine right now. So this beautiful church, St. Sophia, and here are some of the fallen tanks, the destroyed tanks. This is the memorial here that's covered in sandbags so Russian missiles don't blow it up. Yeah, you can see it's a beautiful weekend. There's lots of people here, families, little kids. This says Dieti, which means children. And these are some of the similar cars that I saw in Irpin and Bucha last time, if you guys remember. And they brought them here to show what happened. A lot of very, very similar looking cars and tanks, armored personnel carriers. That's, you've been here before?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I really wanted to come back to Kyiv and see it. I'm happy it's still here, and I hope it stays after the war is finished. And I think
yeah. I think we will create some kind of museum or something.
Yeah. But what's crazy is, like, the craziest part is I seen all this, but in like the wild, in Irpin, Bucha, over like in Reunited, and I mean there are different tanks and different cars, but there's probably thousands of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is just a small fraction of them, and these are actually the most interesting cars.
Yeah.
Like for example, that car is very unusual.
Yeah, yeah. Is it like an APC or like an armored personnel carrier, or what do you think it is?
No. Yeah, it's just the difference is that it's like it's an armored vehicle like Typhoon, and it was created for carrying infantry.
Yeah. You can see everything's been blown out. That's crazy. It was all like wired before.
Yeah.
Fiberglass inside. The bulletproof glass. It's insane.
You can smell
The diesel.
burned, yeah.
Yeah. Smell burned diesel, burnt napalm. You know, I think in America they would never allow this just because like they're afraid kids are gonna touch it and like cut themselves or get like tetanus or do something stupid. But I think in Ukraine, what I like about Ukraine is you've always had the freedom of, if you like, it's your parents' responsibility to say don't touch that. It's not the government's responsibility to, safety wrap everything.
Yeah, but you can just see the kid sitting.
Yeah,
on
but
the
like,
tank.
yeah, but then it's the parents' responsibility to say like,
Yeah.
okay, is it safe or not? Like it's up to the parent, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to climb on top? But I mean, now it's easy to like, joke about. But man, it's crazy that this is like, it's still happening every day.
So Putin wanted Russian tanks to be in Kyiv. They are in Kyiv.
Yeah, this is the only way they got to the center.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, more of these. Oh, APCs. It's so crazy. Like, it doesn't. Like, this to me feels like a dinosaur exhibit. Like something that you don't think is actually you would never see in real life.
Yeah. And it still feels weird to us.
Yeah. I would love to come and see this. Okay. Here's my wish. The war ends now, or war ends tomorrow, and this becomes a museum. And then I'm happy to come and see it and say like, oh man, it's so interesting those 2 years. Let's make sure it never happens again. But it feels weird that it's still happening now. It's still like an active museum,
Yeah.
Like look at this rocket. How many of these were shot in the last week?
I think around 300.
300 of these
Yeah.
in like different residential neighborhoods.
Yeah. I don't know the exact type of this, but this looks like Iskander. So
Man.
they are not as common anymore because they ran out of them. But they have anti-ship missiles and others.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big they were, to be honest. Like,
It's only a part of them.
yeah. There it is, man. If anyone knows. Yes, I finally see one sign. This is warning sharp edges. It's a little bit too late now. I think they all have sharp edges. Zaidom. Izum. What is that?
It's a town and in Kharkiv, not far from Kharkiv.
Okay. It's from Kharkiv or going to Kharkiv?
It's closer to the.
No, I'm saying Za is like
it's four.
Four. Nice, oh nice. And you can tell it's Ukrainian because there's the I.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna do a voiceover just so we don't get flagged for audio here. But this is a beautiful day driving around Kyiv with my buddy Alex. All right, so next up on the stop, Alex is actually picking up one of the cars that they're donating to the Eastern Front, to Donetsk. So he's gonna be driving this there tomorrow. Let's take a look. So what's this car for?
This car is for the army.
Yeah, and you're the driver.
Yeah.
So you can drive it from Kyiv all the way to the front?
Yeah, and it's actually gonna be my third trip
Wow,
in the last 2 weeks.
that's crazy, right?
Yeah. As you know, I'm familiar with the car for the army business.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of them.
And who's these donated by?
I didn't even know the final donors, but it was just collected by a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
So just as many cars, just a combination of of different donors, mostly Ukrainians, but also a lot of foreigners.
That's cool.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still raising money. Like it's going to be a continuous business.
Yeah, not business, charity. Like, I think business sounds like it's for profit, you know?
But business I'm in, like it's really like something that you have to do invest your effort in.
Yeah, makes sense. So this one actually is filled up with donations too. So we have like children's stuff, women's stuff, binoculars. Let me just pick up the key from this guy here.
He's offering to paint your car. As well.
Same, yeah, green, camel, green, yeah. Mojna, I think it would look cool. So he said he could paint it the same color as this one. What do you guys think? Army green or keep it white? All right, so we got the keys. Let's take a look. Checking all the documents are there. Let's actually take a look at what's inside. A couple binoculars. It's like a really random mix. Lots of binoculars.
Humanitarian aid mode.
Yeah, but also binoculars too.
Yeah. Of course.
Like, it's such a weird mix of things, right?
Yeah.
Like maxi pads. Baby food.
Yeah, because it's for civilians.
Yeah, so it's humanitarian aid, but also like army stuff, like mixed into one. Yeah.
We're all Ukrainians, right? All of them are in trouble.
So they need it for everything, yeah. That's cool. Let's see what's in this box. I don't think I'm gonna need this power steering fluid anymore. So I'm gonna give it to these guys. I'm gonna give you guys this too.
Okay.
Maybe they can use it for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to fill up some gas here.
Okay. All right, I'll meet you over there.
Okay.
It's really cool. Completely army green Hyundai Santa Fe for the army. What kind of?
It's diesel.
This one's diesel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Does that mean diesel? Dup?
Yeah.
Why is Dup diesel?
Diesel Nepalovo.
Diesel. Oh, yeah. Diesel Nepal.
Yeah.
So, another interesting thing you Americans will like, or find fascinating, especially people from California, where I'm from. Notice there's no 87 or 89. The lowest is freaking 92, which is premium in California. How cool is that? And this isn't even the highest. At the station I was at earlier, the highest was 98, or they even have 100. But so when I said I want 95 for my Porsche Cayenne, they're like, "Are you sure you don't want 98?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure," because we don't even have 98 in the U.S. Or at least not in California. All right, let's see if we can pump some gas. Nope. Here we go. So guys, I'm really excited to be back in Kyiv because when I'm back here, I can finally connect with the people that we've been helping out with the groups and the fundraiser in person. I can meet with them in person. So we actually met for a beer. This is Swampy.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Swampy. I'd like to say very much thank you to Johnny. Johnny's been helping us out in the past to be able to help us purchase vehicles in response to police EOD units. I'd like to say thank you to Jonathan for all the help and support he's actually given to Ukraine and to the volunteers who are actually helping support Ukraine in these needed efforts.
Yeah, cool, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So if you guys don't remember Swampy, he's part of the EOD unit, which is the bomb defusal unit.
So my name's Christopher Garrett. I'm 37 from the Isle of Man. So in the past I've been working as an EOD tech with sniper and reconnaissance units, and now I'm kind of amalgamated on as a volunteer with the Ukrainian police EOD team.
So all those landmines that were left behind from the war that are endangering, literally like kids, civilians, him and his volunteer unit have been helping out. So thank you guys very much for that. Let's continue to support them. I'll have their info in the description below so you can check them out.
But to finance and support ourselves, we've been very lucky that some people have been giving donations. So I run PayPal on my Instagram page, and people have been good to throw some money here, throw some money there. A lot of it is for equipment, but there's a few people that will message and say there's £20 for cigarettes, or there's £50 for ice cream, kind of thing. So I mean, every little bit makes a difference as well, because we're all self-supported out here.